Hey, I'm Chris Douglas, the business program manager for Xbox Game Studios Game Camp. I'm here in Baton Rouge at Ghost Garden Games, which is a women-led, all-gender inclusive studio. We're here to figure out what their day-to-day life is, meet the team, and see what cool projects they're working on. So let's go check them out. So Catherine, tell us how the studio came to life.
A couple of us actually went to high school together. We'd sit around with some time after school and we'd talk about stories. We'd talk about the latest video games we were playing. We would world build together, and that was so extremely fun for us. A little world we were making about a sound wave named Echo and her little ball of light companion Hugh, and we were like, man, what if we made this into a game? Like, what if we put the players into this world directly? Eventually, we started building out what would become Echo. It was actually in a computer architecture class that we had the mentorship of Claire Lucart, which is now our lead programmer. And she was like, well, they have these things called game jams, you know? You could go and participate in them. They're 48 hours events, take a team anywhere from 2 to 6 and just prototype a game. Have fun with it. And we did a lot of them. We came up with fantastic little games like Une Petite Aventure. We came up with Go With The Glitch, a couple other little various things, and we kind of just kept pushing with it. We heard about Xbox Game Camp. That was for sure what really cemented us as a studio, though. And rolling in that together and learning what we did really gave us the confidence to do what we're doing and to get the feedback and the knowledge on how to do what we're doing. And in December 2020, we officially formed into an LLC during the camp. And since then, we have moved into studio space with the technology park, and we've kept pushing full steam ahead.
I absolutely love the art in this game. I mean, and the story of that you told your YouTube video that talks about the background of Ghost Garden. It was super enamoring. I mean, it was bust out the tissue good.
This is just a game and a story that speaks to me as a person who's been in the gaming industry for many, many years. Like, it just fills my heart with joy to see your team slide.
So can you share what inspired you to create a woman-led studio?
If I can be truly honest, we didn't set out with the direct intent to create a women-led studio. It kind of just fell into place. I had a wonderful group of people that I went to high school with that I really enjoyed creating with. We just truly enjoyed what we were doing, and we wanted to make it into something. We wanted to work together, and over time, we met more and more like-minded people through college, through additional game jams, through the game camp. Just working with them, we've created almost this community, this family based around making these games, and we're just all incredibly passionate about what we do, and it just felt right. We all have day jobs, and we're doing our best to make this work because we're entirely filled by passion to do what we're doing.
So I recently heard that Ghost Garden Games applied for Game Camp NOLA 2022. So what are you expecting from this camp this year?
Ultimately, we decided to re-enroll in Game Camp the 2022 because we're so much more organized as a studio now. We have such a greater idea of what we're doing, and we'd love to walk in and learn and focus in some of the areas that maybe we didn't get to focus in the first time.
Tell us a little bit about your mentors and how they've impacted Ghost Garden Games.
Definitely, one of them actually being from the first Game Camp in 2020. Her name is Erin Ali, and she is a lead producer at Turn 10. She was absolutely monumental in helping us really figure out how to organize as a team. She shared wonderful, great insight into agile development as a whole. Meeting with her every 6 weeks has been absolutely wonderful, and I couldn't speak more highly.
What's the best thing that you've learned at Game Camp, and how does it impact the studio?
To be realistic with how much time, how much momentum, how much resources you have to really complete a game. We started with such a passion-fueled project working on Echo, and ultimately we realized over time that we want to shoot for the stars. We want to put that passion into our games, but we want to also make sure that we're firmly planted on the ground in reality of what we can accomplish, because we do want to make this real. And we took a look at Echo, which just means so incredibly much to us. And we're like, okay, well, what if we took certain parts of Echo and we broke them down into smaller projects as well? Bring the entire team through development once, maybe twice, maybe a few times before we want to create something that encompasses everything we want to make and have it truly be amazing. So that actually led us into our next project. We're currently working on a game called Headspace, and we're hoping that Headspace could be our first building block into creating Echo, which we would love to just be the culmination of everything we'd like to create as a studio.
That's actually really good advice, especially for people who are starting out that have great ideas and they're just trying to figure out, okay, how do we scale this? How do we scope this out? How do we, build something that is grounded in reality, like you said, or is reasonable? So that's really good advice for someone who's starting out as well. Tell us about what you're currently working on with Headspace.
So Headspace is this wonderful little game. It's a couch co-op game, narrative, point and click, collaborative between two players sitting together to solve a mystery. Your main protagonists in the game are Sarah and Bellum Pons, two private eye detectives who are currently on the latest case inside the body. We're hoping that the unique left and right brain perspective would be a fun mechanic to allow two players to collaborate in solving a mystery together. Throughout the game, collect clues, solve puzzles, and meet an eccentric cast of body-inspired suspects, and try to root out who did it. We're super excited. We are currently in design and prototype for this game at the moment, and we're even more excited to bring it to Game Camp 2022 to gather some feedback and learn more about how we could truly make it great.
All right. It sounds incredible. It's a really unique premise. I think I'm pretty excited about it. I like couch co-op games. I think me and my son would really enjoy that. Thanks for taking time out of your day to stop working on your game to talk to us and give us a little bit more insight on who Ghost Garden is and what you guys do every day. So thank you.
Thank you.